Okay, we're live. Hold on, let me do this. Perfect. I know we jumped on here like 30 seconds early, but it was dead air, so I thought, let's do it. Bonnie secretly is going to kill me because I've driven her nuts about the times, but I'm glad I called her today. I called her yesterday. I thought we knew the right time, and then I called her today, and which I'm glad we did because we didn't have the right time. So hello.
Hello,
Hopefully everyone just went to the bathroom, you got something to eat or to drink, or you replenished. And we'll give everyone about 30 seconds. Terry Conti is everywhere. I love her. She needs to move to Cleveland, not to back to Pittsburgh. And there's our Miss Laura Siegel, who I still can't believe we only met you at
Sherry Cooley
Shop and Show. That's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like we've known you forever, ever. It really does.
Oh, Rooney's not here. Oh, Rooney. Rooney's at home.
We see some of our fans coming in. So if they're talking things that people don't understand, those are our fansters, as we call them. So what time is it, Justine? It's exactly 4:30 right now. So we will wait 30 seconds and then we'll start. And we will, I believe, finish the card. I believe. Everyone having a great day today? It seems like it's been a good day today. It seems like it's packed with a lot of stuff is what it seems like, which is always fun.
Laura says people tell her all the time, you look like someone I know.
Laura who?
Siegel.
Oh, who does she know?
No, she said people always tell her she looks like someone.
Oh, I'm just saying I think that we've I can't believe we met her here just recently. It does feel like we've known her forever. Okay, so let's get started, guys. We are live. I am Jennifer with Stamplistic. To the right of me, or to the left of me, who you're going to hear is Justine. And
the red piece supposed to be stamped.
Yep, that means it probably didn't get one, Justine. Yep.
No, it probably didn't. It probably came.
I understand. So anyhow, so we have a half hour. Actually, we have 31 minutes. We're with Stamplistic. I'm sorry. Justine's to my left. We are live. So like as we're doing this, if you need me to hold something up or show you something, more close, I can do that. All you need to do is just type in the comments. We won't type the answer back. We will speak the answer back. Okay. So questions asked. And welcome. I will say that I know we have a lot of scrapbookers here, and if we do, and if you don't want to make this into a card, my goodness, put this on a scrapbook page. You don't even have to put this on your card base, just put it on your printed paper base and stick this in a scrapbook. This would be a beautiful embellishment to a scrapbook. But we are going to make a card, but it's the same difference. Just don't put on a card if you're going to do that. So let's go ahead and take out our contents, and let me put this up here so you can see that. Take out your contents. And I want to go ahead and let's get out our card base. Our card is going to open up from right to left. Okay, right to left. And Justine, if there's any questions, please ask.
I will do that.
And let's go ahead and apply your printed paper. Now, everyone look up real quick, okay? These are trees, Christmas trees. You can see they're funky Christmas trees. Everyone see that? So whatever you do, be conscious that you don't stick that on upside down because you're not going to see it until after it's too late. So make sure your trees are going the right way. So let's just go ahead and adhere that to the base of our card. And Justine, you're going to let me know when we're at the 15-minute mark, okay? Thank you. And for those of you who normally watch us on our Friday Night Lives, you get a slow Jennifer there. On these, you're going to get fast Jennifer because we only have so much time to accommodate everyone in the show. So I am going to push you a little bit harder than I normally do. But I think we'll be able to finish the card or the embellishment if that's what you're doing. And I actually would love to know what you are going to use them for too. Okay. So hopefully that's on. Now this little guy, this is from Martha Stewart punch that we punched out for you. This is going to go right there at the bottom, but as you can see, it's not going to fit because I want some room there, right there. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to cut this, and we are going to cut this, I believe. We are going to cut this. Everyone look up real quick. I want you to cut this right there. Okay, and then I just want you to take your scissors and round that off. and then round it off. Does everyone see what I did? I'm going to have one more chance to show you, okay? So I'm going to do it on the other side. So everyone watch, because I only have one more chance to show you. So if you didn't see this, watch real quick, okay? So we're going to take this, look where my scissors are, like that butterfly looking thing. I'm just going to cut it straight through right like that, okay? So I'm just going to cut, and then I'm going to take this and round this off. People are talking, Justine, no questions?
Nope, just making comments that some people scrapbook, some people do cards, someone's going to use this in a scrapbook layout.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are going to use
for
this.
Myself, embellishment.
Is going to use this. Okay, so good. So now we have just kind of changed the look of our punch, which I love. So let's go ahead and adhere that. And I don't care what you're going to use to adhere that. For the sake of time, I'm going to use my X sticker maker. But we are going to adhere that at the bottom.
Irvine says, I need to join you for Friday night.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what we do, on our private Facebook page, it's not private, but on our Facebook page, every Friday we do classes. And I would say join the page. Stay with us for about a month. If you love us, stay. If not, unfollow us.
Sticker makers are making a comeback.
Oh, sticker makers have made a comeback in my life forever and a day.
This is so beautiful. This is a pretty card.
It is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so for the lack of time right now, I am just going to show you what to do with these other pieces because I just want to make sure I finish the holly bell, okay? So I just wanted to make sure we went over that die because there was some work involved in that, and that's on. So now what I want you to do, but you could do this later. This piece, kind of like cardboard, has no stamp on that. That's going to go down flat right in the center. And then you're going to put down this sparkle mirrored paper, the sparkle paper, the silver sparkle paper, long ways right across there, just like that. And that is going to be adhered flat, okay? So we're not going to do that today, only because of the sake of time. If we have time, I'll come back, but I want everyone to take note on that, okay? So both are flat, that hard vanilla paper first, with that silver glittery paper on top of that last, okay? So that is the base of your card or your embellishment for your scrapbook, okay? I'm going to put that to the side. Now, you did have homework. I needed you to take this piece and cut this out. So I hope everyone read that and did that homework. If not, you can do that later, or you can do that now and just bear with me and follow me as I finish that up. I do want to show you one thing. If you looked at your piece, everyone look up. If you looked at your piece, there's this little piece right here that should be cut out. And a lot of people don't use an X-Acto knife that well. Me included. I'm horrible with an X-Acto knife. But look at this. Because these bells touch, you are able to take your scissors and you are able literally to cut right through there. Look, I cut right through there. See that opening right there? I cut right through there and I got that piece out. Okay? Now, as everyone knows, or maybe not know, once you have that cut out, you have to take your black marker, which I will do on the other pieces, and outline. So if you cut right through there, and it just lays right back down because it touches, so I can do that, and you're going to black outline that too, so it's going to be nice and neat in there. Okay? So we are now going to start. Let's start easy. Let's start with this piece right here. You have a piece that looks like this. Everyone look up. Piece that looks like this. The only thing that I want out of here is just these inside bells. That's the only thing I want out of there. So I am going to cut just this inside bell.
That was a question Laura was trying to ask you last night that you couldn't remember about the middle of the bell thing.
Oh, this part or this part?
The part that you just went over before.
Got it.
I'm a good student. I never even look at the package until class time. I'm trained well.
Well, who said that?
Marion Phillips.
Marion, you're so good. So now somebody before we started said that they're red. They didn't have printing on their red.
I think it was Terry Conti.
Terry, you should have printing on your red. So if you don't, and if that is Terry, you know what to do, and we'll send that out right away. Send us an email at info@stamplistic.com, and we will tell us the piece that you're missing. We'll send that out to you definitely on Monday. But because, Terry, we know that we have your address, but because we don't send out these kits, Eric and Bonnie and their team do, we might not have your address. So if you're missing a piece and that wasn't Terry Conti, please tell us that piece that you're missing and give us your mailing address and we'll send that out. But yeah, that red definitely, and I'm sorry, that was an easy catch. We should have caught that. but mistakes happen. But we'll get that right out to you. Okay, so I am going to stop right now and show you what I mean by outlining. So if you don't know what I mean, let me see if I get this real close. If you know what I mean, you don't have to listen to me. But if you don't know what I mean, take a look right here real quick, okay? So I cut this out, and by not going really, really, really close, you really can't see this, but you see how I have that outside edge there? The black doesn't come all the way there. Could have cut it a little bit better, but what I'm going to do, and I'll show you, is I'm going to take my black marker, and I'm going to go right next to the piece. I am not on top of the piece. I am next to the piece. And I am literally dragging my marker around this piece. So now look, if you've never seen that before, now it looks like I'm a perfect cutter and everything is right there. Okay? So you want to do that with every single piece that you cut out, at least on our cards.
I love your black marker trick.
You want to make sure that you do that. Okay? Anything that has a line or a solid line, sometimes that rule changes. But anything definitely that has an outline of an outline of a black outline, you want to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead so I don't lose these. And I have a funny feeling that I'm going to run out of this tape, and it's going to be right when I'm halfway through.
Great outline tip.
Yeah, we've been doing that forever, and it's one of 2 tips that we do in every single one of our cards, that literally when people see our cards or come to the booth or what have you, they want to know why our cards look so good compared to maybe theirs. And that is one thing, is that because we outline in black. So it just looks strikingly black. All those solid lines look really black and really good. And that's just one thing that makes it happen. And you really can't tell from the naked eye, but once we point that out to you, you're like, oh, yes, I could definitely see that. Okay, so just so we don't lose these, let's put these pieces on. And you notice I'm picking these up. When I put pieces on like this that literally are rounded and fit very easily, I let my hands guide where they go. Okay, so if you look at your piece, this is not much different color than this, but it's enough color differentiation that you say, oh, yeah, that's the inside of the bell. You know, that kind of makes sense. So I think once you do that, you'll know that and see that. So the next piece we're going to get is the green. And Justine, it seems like you have a question. Do you have a question?
I'm just going to read some comments.
Oh, so I am going to take away all this extra, not access.
Jamie says, "Who knew? I didn't. I will forever black outline everything."
You will. You once you do it, you'll never.
Wendy says, "Excited to do another Stamplistic kit."
That's great, and we're excited to be here.
Thanks for the tip. We'll black outline going forward.
So again, and let me just be really exaggerated here.
Black marker edges and inking edges are my favorite perfectionist trick.
Yeah, I don't like inking edges anymore. I like solid lines. But here, let me show you again. So here, I don't know if you'll be able to see. Here, I purposely left a lot of green right there. I don't know if you could see that. So I'm going to outline that again. Now, let's talk about outlining. I would not outline this fast, but because of time, I'm going to outline fast. I beg you to take your time and outline, because when you outline too fast, what happens is your marker is going to go right across your project, and then you're going to have a nice black line in your project, and you're going to say, oh, that looks okay, and really it doesn't look okay. And I'll look at it and say, yeah, that looks okay, and really it doesn't look okay. But I would take my time and do that. Now, on here, I'm going to cut, outline, and then adhere, because it's much easier for me to see where they go when I do it one by one than not. Now, everyone look up. This is important. All of these green holly leaves are going to go on the same way. They're going to be popped up on the top, but flat on the bottom. So popped up on the top, flat on the bottom.
Can you use any other kind of marker, or what kind are you using?
Well, we use, and we don't sell in our classes, so if people have questions about what we're using, everything could be found on our website. We really just want to teach the project rather than sell. But it is called a Mono Twin Black Marker. I am going to say that you could probably use any single marker. However, this $4 Mono Twin marker is the best. It's all the fun things. Archival, fade resistant. It's just, it doesn't bleed into the paper. It's just all those important things that you want.
These bells are beautiful.
And it's funny because you could do so much with these bells, but this is just so simple and elegant to do. And this is something that you could really do a lot of Christmas cards on. Now, let me explain something to you real quick. If you understand this, great. If not, it doesn't matter because it'll make sense at the end. This right here, if you look up this right here, this is part of that red ribbon. I know I'm going to cover this piece. So because of that, I know I'm going to cover that. I could keep that piece on there and just cut my leaf out with that piece there. Because I know I'm going to cover that in the end with the red ribbon. Well, everyone except for Terry Conti right now.
It's 4:45.
Thank you. Okay. Let me know let me know every 5-minute mark at this point.
Beautiful. Love the crisp edges.
So really, I know, it does. It makes a huge difference. And I'm telling you, it's one thing when people come to our booth or see our cards, it just makes a huge difference. The other thing that makes a difference is the amount of pop dots you use. When we call that pop dot sturdy, we use a lot of pop dots because we want the embellishment, the card, whatever, to be really sturdy. And again, if you're not going to keep up with me because I'm doing so super fast, just follow me and pay attention because, number one, this is taped. However, you're not going to need the tape. As long as you're watching me right now, you're going to be able to do this very, very easily on your own.
Diane Colville says, hello, great craft.
It is fun.
Claudia says, I love pop dots.
Yeah, we do too. Am I still on screen, Justine?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually doing a very good job for my quick outlining right now.
Yes, pop dot sturdy is another thing I learned from you.
Yep. So that's really the two things that make our cards stand out. Is the pop dots. And it's funny, anyone who is new to Stamplistic right now and you're watching me for the first time, you haven't seen the amount of pop dots I use, but you might hear when we get to the bells. It is, it's a little overkill, I know that, but what my goal is to get you to use a little bit more than you're used to in pop dots.
I love these bells. Mine will go on a scrapbook layout. Such pretty cards.
It's good. It's good.
Did you pop up the inside of the bells?
I did not. Those are flat. But does everyone understand and see why I'm cutting every single one of these leaves out separately, outlining and then adhering? Because if I just cut all 5 out and had them laid against me or laid on the table, then I'm playing a game of which leaf goes where. And by doing this, it's just much easier.
Shantea says, and glue, ha ha ha. Use a lot of glue, probably tape gun. I tried fussy cutting a few different ways. I'm actually better using a fingertip X-Acto knife instead of small
You know
scissors.
what? That's great. If you're me, don't give me an X-Acto. If you want to have a good chuckle one day, give me an X-Acto and watch me. I could use an X-Acto when we're doing flat dot stickers, but no. To cut something out, no. Seriously, that would be a good laugh one day.
Janice said, and Jennifer taught us about black pop dots over white ones.
Well, that is true too. That's very true. But no, for those people who do the X-Acto, I'm in awe of you because I can't. I seriously, I can't do the X-Acto at all.
Katie Robbins said, this is Carol speed.
Carol. Okay, one more. Justine, do I still have a full 10 minutes?
Yeah, you still got 2 minutes until 10 minutes. You're the reason why I started using Swarovski crystals on special cards.
That's awesome. And you know what? You say on special cards, but you're going to get to a point where you use them all the time. And we're going to stick those babies on here too.
You're a little bit out of...
Okay.
Over to the left. There you go.
So you can see, well, hold on. I will show you in a hot second.
I love ordering your pop dots during your sale.
Yeah, we have a huge sale on adhesives the first week of August. Well, it's the first or second week, depending on how the weeks fall. But I would seriously, if you don't follow Stamplistic, we have a Fanster page, which is a fan page. You could more than welcome to follow that. But follow our main page, which has like our studio picture on the main screen.
Sandy McQuaid says, hi, so happy catching you on live now, but had to watch the replay on volume. Another very fun and creative card.
Okay, so watch this real quick. So, everyone look up real quick. So you see how this looks really sloppy here? Well, this can be really sloppy because, like I said, I know I'm coming in with this ribbon that's going to cover all that sloppiness right there. If I wasn't coming in with that ribbon, then of course I would have to cut out every single green leaf exactly the way it is. But since I know I'm coming in with that red ribbon, I'm good. So the next thing then on that note is to cut out your red ribbon.
10 minutes.
Thank you. And we are going to cut out the red ribbon. And you know what I'm going to say next. We're going to black outline that. The other thing the black outline does too is it actually, and you'll see what I'm talking about when you're cutting this red. You can tell the core of this red paper is white. So you're going to see the white edges. So that other thing that black marker is going to do is take away those white edges. So it just looks smooth. Now, if you happen to cut wrong, folks, let's say you cut wrong and you cut off one of these, or you cut into one of these little ribbons, stop what you're doing. Look, turn your paper over, put a piece of tape on back because no one's ever going to see that, and then go back and cut out what you really wanted to cut out. It's very, very, very easy to fix your mistakes if you cut wrong on our stamps. Now, let's talk about these little holly balls. You can keep those holly balls in there. I'm going to, and I'm going to go around them, but they're not that important because I'm going to put jewels in them. But for right now, I'm going to cut out I'm going to cut around the balls on the side, but those holly bells on the balls, I'm sorry, geez, on the bottom or in the middle, I'm going to cut off because I'm going to use green on there. And again, that's just because I know where I'm going. Now, the good thing with these little holly balls is that I know that the jewels are going there. So if you're not cutting them out perfectly, so like your round circles are really not round circles, they kind of look like, they need help round circles. Don't worry about it because we're going to put a jewel right there in the middle. You okay, Justine? Did I just cut off a...
Yeah.
I sure did.
That's what I was going to say. You already cut it, and then I was looking at your thing, and then I'm like, well...
Okay, so I did just make a mistake. Nope, I didn't.
Searching my whole stash to see if I already have this stamp.
So I did just cut off one of my ribbons, which... Actually,
tape it.
We are going to tape it. Did you got that tape right there? Justine?
Where's it at?
It should be right there in your thing.
This thing's not moving.
And if that's not moving, Justine, you may want to refresh. So where is that? So I cut off my ribbon right there. Is that where it went? Right there? It sure did.
Are the pop dots on the tip of the leaves or inside?
I put them on the tips of the leaves.
Excuse me.
Okay. So I'm going to tape this, exactly what I told you to do. If you make a mistake. No one sees this tape on the back but you. Well, and now you know the thousands of people that are watching. Oh, this is going to be perfect. And now I'm going to go back and cut out what I wanted to cut out. It's going to be a little bit not sturdy until I get my pop dots on there. And then you're not even going to be able to tell this mistake. Whoops, my tape is there, so I got to keep going. Nice save.
What a great fix. Thank
Jennifer.
you.
Oh, absolutely. Guys, it's very easy to fix this. Very, very easy. And a lot of you will do it. If you start to do our medallions, a lot of you may even do it on the medallion. But yeah, no one knows. You clean all that up from the back, and yeah, once it gets on there, no one's gonna know.
Cutting casualties can be a creative twist. I know I've had many and made them work.
Yep, it's true.
Great example.
Now I'm gonna be careful around here because it is only on by a piece of tape. But it's as soon as I get those pop dots on, I'm gonna be sturdy. So there you go. I did cut off that ribbon by on purpose.
You jinxed yourself by giving that a
I know I did.
tip before
I sure
you
did. And I actually gave the tip and did it. So really, if you weren't watching, or if you were just watching, not listening, you probably thought, oh, wow. She's brilliant. Nope, didn't plan it that way. Okay, so now I'm going to take my time. Are we at 10 minutes?
Yep, it literally just changed.
Perfect. Now I'm going to take my
We
time.
have 5 minutes. It's 5 to 5.
Okay. And I'm going to put, I want my pop dots. You notice I did them in half. Am I in frame?
Yeah, perfect. You spoke it into existence.
I did. I guess that's a thing. Because I want them everywhere. And I want this to be, again, what we call pop dot sturdy.
My Stamplistic project, I'm loving it. My first Stamplistic project.
Oh my God, whose first is it? I love that.
Susan Ott.
Susan, join us over when you can on our Facebook page, because I'm telling you, if you remotely like this, you're going to love what we do on the other page. Good, good, good. See, no one is going to know at all where that mistake was. And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying that because I know everyone makes mistakes. No one is going to know. So obviously, your red gets popped up. So your red is going to get popped up exactly where it belongs.
Michelle
Right there.
Christman says, my first also,
Okay.
and I love it.
Perfect. That makes me happy.
Tracy's, I didn't get the last name. Let me go back up. She said she bought the cracker set and loving them.
That's good. Well, I think that's what these things are about, too.
What? A mistake? Question mark?
I know.
I'm sure going to find your page. Loving this. Beautiful.
Justine, can you pull up my phone and go to the page so I could show them the picture that they're looking for? Now, I like to use tweezers so this lines up. And if not, I could find that really quick.
What page am I looking for?
Our Facebook page so we could show them the right page. And I'm just going to put that down. Now, as I thought, we are not going to have time. I could do it. We are not going to have time to put this on the card. But remember, you still have to put your pieces together. But everyone listen, this whole piece is going to get popped up onto the card. Okay? So let me reiterate before I go to my jewels real quick. Okay? So you have flat. You have flat. Make sure that's even. And then this piece is going to be popped up right to the center, okay? You're going to pop that up right in the center. However, I want to show you how to put the jewels on real quick. So I'm going to open up these jewels.
I don't know how to get to your internet.
Okay, don't worry. Don't go to the internet. It's yeah. So I'm going to open these up. Tell me when it's exactly, because I have 2 minutes after the hour.
You have a total of 5 minutes left.
Perfect. I could actually slow down a second.
Oh, I just found paper.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to have 4 big red ones, 2 small red ones, 3 greens, 2 honkers, then 5 whites, okay? Can everyone see that on the screen? So 2 honkers, 5, 3, 2, and those big ones. So I'm going to take my Crystal Katana and my Glossy Accents. You guys take whatever you, perfect. You guys take whatever you use on your end to adhere jewels. But look, Glossy Accents here and here. And you're going to pick up your big jewels. And actually, I have to use my tip when they're that big. And these are the big, big jewels. These are 8mm jewels. Look, that kind of make that card.
Christine
Perfect.
said, this is my first time. I love that you say everyone look up. Such a fun way to spend my birthday.
It is. We actually,
Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. You're right. So I'm going to turn this around only because I could reach this. And I'm going to put right and smack in the center. I'm going to put my green ones. So they go in the center. The red ones are going to go on the end. Am I in screen?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And then on end and end, I want 2 big red ones on where the big circle is. And then right next to that, you could see the other circle that's a little bit smaller. That is where the smaller one's going to go.
Christy said this is a fun project.
Good. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. So 2 bigs and then 1 small. Okay. And we're going to flip it around. And same thing here. And like I said, on the when we do our Friday night classes, every other Friday, well, we're on every Friday, but every other Friday we do an official class. You can buy the kit and participate. Or if you don't buy the kit, just come online and watch us.
Those jewels make all the difference. Very
the jewels, belt. Yes. The jewels come right from Austria, guys.
Got 3 minutes.
They are the real jewels. They do make a difference. They're not those fake jewels at all, and you can tell. So I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to let this dry, and then when it's dried, about a half hour, I'm going to flip it over, put Pop Dots on to pop it on the card. However, I have 5 extra crystals. Where do those go? Those are going to go on the bottom of your card base, right in that. So let me move everything up. Right here in the middle of this punch.
Lindsay said, I think I just found something new to do on Fridays.
That's funny.
Yeah,
trust me,
us,
you
Lindsay.
did.
It's very fun.
So I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to put 1 down in the middle. And then 2 on either side. And I'm going to put them right on the tips of those reds. And you know, if you don't want to put them on the red, if you want to put them on the tips of the red, as long as you're consistent. So if you put 1 there, make sure you put it there, wherever there is, on the exact opposite. So wherever your there is, just be consistent on the other side.
The sound of beautiful bells.
Consistency matters in this card.
Got 2 minutes.
It's perfect. I only need 1. And see, look, that extra 2 minutes she gave me helped. So that's it. So really, I did twice. So the only thing that we need to do again is just make sure, I can't reiterate that enough, make sure that you put your Pop Dots on the back of all this, and that's what's going to go in the middle, or in the middle of that when you put that down, and that flat down. And then the last thing I'm going to do before I show you is, just because it seems like we have a lot of interest, and that's going to be popped up, folks, okay? And for those of you, again, who are going to put that on a scrapbook page, I'd love to see it. I really would love to see that on a scrapbook page. But this is, let me show you the picture on what this looks like. And you were right there, and I just took myself right out of it. Now I see myself on my Facebook page. Hold on, guys. I want to show you what that looks like. What time is it? Oh, my heavens.
I did
right
the same
there.
thing.
Okay, right here. So if you look up, this is the picture that you want, okay? That is our main Facebook page, so you're looking for that picture. Like I said, we do have a fancier page. You're more than welcome to join that, but you'll join that regard. If you like this, trust me, you'll be a fancier before you know it. But this is what you want to look at to join, okay? So with that said, guys, I thank you very much. I know everyone's been thanking Bonnie and Eric, so I'm going to do the same thing. Thank you for a great day. Thank you for having us be a part of it. We love it. And I hope you like your craft and your card.
Yep.
And have a good weekend. Happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully we see you guys next year. Thank you very much, everyone.